Hello everybody. In today's episodes, we're going to be diving into the magical realm of the 5 elements in Chinese energetic medicine systems. And these 5 elements are wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. They're basically like a secret code within your body, and we kind of carry each element in a certain way, but some people have dominant elements in their constitution. So we're going to be discussing how you can get a little bit more aware of these elements in nature, in emotions, seasons, and so on. I'm also going to be sharing some practical tips to balance some of these elements out. So grab your notebook and pen and let's discuss these elements. And let's go through them in an very easy peasy way for you to understand them. So get cozy and let's begin. Starting with the wood element. So the wood element is a directed assertion, and that's like the main thing. It's like directed. It is also the birth because it deals with spring. So it's birth and development. It's growth, flexibility, assertion, and planning. And the spring, because that's when everything blossoms back into birthing life. What the hell was that? The first day of a journey, right? Or in tarot, you would call this the fool's journey, because this is the beginning of everything. It's kind of like how you start. An energy of shouting. It's the voice, when somebody has like a really shouty voice, like me, has like a very strong voice, and it almost seems like they're angry, but they're not really angry, that's their voice. Okay, well, they have most likely some kind of wood element related to them. The emotion, because of the shouting, it's anger. So the emotion that is more prevalent in these people is going to be anger. It is also associated with the planet of Jupiter, which makes so much sense because Jupiter is expansiveness, is wisdom, spirituality. It's everything that is extra. Like their body shapes are usually more rectangle in shape. These people are going to have long faces, long bodies, long fingers, very extra, long. The complexion is usually a little bit more greenish and blue, so you'll find like green and blue in their face. The dominant features are going to be the sinews and muscles. These people are going to be very active. They're going to have strong muscles. And most likely they're going to be very athletic in a way. Think about, wood. It's strong vibes. Strong vibes. The dominant organs are going to be liver and gallbladder. The liver is also rules anger, and a lot of anger can actually damage the liver and the gallbladder. The gallbladder is more about like decision making. So these kind of go together. You have to be assertive to be able to plan things out. So a balanced wood element person would be a person that has the ability to grow and evolve. It's not stubborn. And when there's like a hurricane and the wind blows, and like the more flexible trees are the ones that don't tend to fall. The ones that are more stable and stronger and stubborn tend to fall. So this is kind of that idea of like flexibility and growth. A healthy expression is somebody that's assertive. It's gonna know what they want. It's gonna plan out what they want. They're not gonna let people deviate their goals. A good image is like a bamboo that grows in the concrete. Nobody's gonna stop that bamboo. Don't plant bamboo in the ground because it will grow anywhere and everywhere. This person, a balanced wood person, is gonna be confident, strong, independent, intuitive. It's gonna be someone that has a very clear understanding of who they are and in themselves. Also is somebody that is gonna be able to express their emotions in a very clear way. They could get angry, but they can get over it really easily. There's 2 types of like imbalances that go on in every element, and is the yin type and then the yang type. So I'm gonna go through each one of them. The yin wood element person is going to be the people that are gonna be very insecure. They're gonna be overcautious. They're gonna be worried all the time about what is gonna happen. They're gonna like make plans, but they're insecure about their plans. And most of these people, like, kind of like, they tend to worry about their abilities and their power. Okay, they're unsure of what their purpose is, so they tend to go with the flow of whatever people tell them, especially their parents. So these are the people that are gonna always ask their parents what they should do instead of doing what is best for them and what they want to do. So they have very weak boundaries, and they have a hard time expressing their egos. They have a hard time expressing who they are. These people are always going to be in doubt. These people are always going to have like some kind of doubt in their mind of who they are. And for them, they need to work on their boundaries and to trust themselves, obviously. So that is the yin wood type. The yang wood type is going to be people that are actually showing their insecurities through irritability and impatience. They're just as insecure as the yin type people, but they're more likely to show it off as like stubborn, as rude, as like that person that is really rude to the waiter. And they're kind of like in a power trip in a way, but they're like insecure. You know the type. This person is intolerant to people. They're impatient, they're rude, they're stubborn, and they're kind of selfish. And it's because they want to show their ego through like anger, through their insecurity. They're showing their ego, but it's like almost like an insecure ego. You know what I mean? They tend to be aggressive, frustrated, and just angry in general. But these people tend to be the ones that are gonna be in the higher societal vibes, because they don't care to screw anybody over to get what they want. So they like to be in control because that's the way that they can handle their insecurities, like, so nobody can see their insecurities. So they even bully people to get what they want. You know the bully that is deeply insecure but like beats up all the kids. That's your yang type wood person. These people need to practice humility. They need to slow down, and they need to listen to other people and find their own spiritual intuition, because they tend to lack that as well. They don't have a lot of like spiritual connection because of their need to control things. So like, spirituality is not something that you can control, so they don't like it at all. And so for this wood type people, and for you to balance this wood energy, you want to exercise, get rid of the extra energy. You want to do things like yoga, tai chi, qigong, where you can kind of relax your body and like make your body move and get tired without you overexerting yourself. Okay. And the types of diets that are recommended for wood type people, especially if they're in balance, it's sour foods like citruses, pickles, and vinegar, like, fermented things. You can do green foods, because green is the color of spring. So you want to add green foods like veggies. In a deeper sense, you want to set goals for yourself and find a purpose that makes you happy without having to have everybody else control that aspect of you. So creating a plan is gonna definitely help that wood element. The resolution for these people are gonna be letting go and forgiving yourself, forgiving others. Forgiving is a big deal because the emotion is anger. So forgiving what made you angry. So letting go. Also, an important task that they need to work on is the creativity. Find a creative source, find something that you like, and that will help balance out this energy. There's a thing called generating cycle, which is basically how the elements work with each other and generate each other. Wood generates fire because you add wood into a fire pit so the fire can grow. So therefore is generating fires, which is the next element. So you need to have a good wood, good dry wood, to create a good fire.